What is one experience you think every single human should have? Seeing the stars from somewhere with minimal light pollution. Pictures can't capture it. Words fail to express it. To be passionate about something. Doesn't have to be a person. Feeling comfortable with themselves. Being profoundly wrong about something important to you. Accepting that fact and growing from it positively. Either a kid, a pet, or a friend lighting up and making their way over to you on sight. Not many things beat that. And I feel terrible for people who don't have it or don't generate that. People used to give me hell when I was younger because I'd give everybody a polite greeting, and if I saw them again I'd always go say hello. Then later, they'd get jealous because I seemed to know everybody in town. But that was just a beneficial side effect of how terrible it seemed to just not be noticed and appreciated. Facing repercussions for their actions. What's an immediate red flag at a restaurant? More than 2 of the waitstaff are crying. The smell of rancid oil. When you see the owner breaking apart frozen chicken on the curb out back. High humidity inside. Gordon Ramsay walking in with a camera crew. All of the furniture and menus are weirdly sticky. Who is the biggest fraud in history? L. Ron Hubbard has got to be up pretty high on the list. Victor Lustig. He sold the Eiffel Tower twice and scammed Al Capone. His Highness the Prince of Nigeria. Nah, the people that named Iceland and Greenland. There are certainly more, but Elizabeth Holmes. Who began selling college textbooks for way too much money, then forcing you to buy new editions for changing 2 words or switching chapters around. That guy. What did you consider a luxury as a child if you grew up poor? Buying food while traveling. Having money for the book fair. I had no idea what getting seconds meant until I attended my first potluck when I was 10. Eating until you were full instead of eating until you ran out of food was a novel concept. Going out to eat at a restaurant and going to McDonald's. My parents won $1,500 at a lottery once. They bought a new sofa to replace a 25-yo sofa, a phone, and we went to a mid-range steakhouse. First restaurant for whole family. I was 20. I don't know if anyone can relate, but in about 3rd maybe 4th grade, me and my twin brother had a music class where we were both required to buy a recorder. Like a plastic flute thing. Well, my mom said we didn't have the money, so my twin brother and I tore the whole house up in search of $6 for 2 recorders. We brought a Ziploc bag full of change, pennies, nickels, dimes, etc. I think the teacher felt sorry for us, 'cause she paid for our recorders when the rest of the students left the room. Gave us the Ziploc bag back. Thank you, Mrs. Albrecht. Edit. Well shit. Never thought I'd get this sort of response. Let alone even a single award. Thank you to all those kind souls who gave me one. What hurts more than a breakup? Knowing your partner is falling out of love with you while you're still in love with them. Divorce. It's like a breakup, but you also get charged by the hour. Continuing a broken relationship. Death of a loved one. Dragging out a soul-crushing, meaningless relationship for years into the empty, never just to waste your youth that will never be returned. Being lonely isn't the worst thing. Being with somebody who makes you feel lonely is far worse. A person you thought of as a friend stabbing you in the back and then tossing you aside like a piece of garbage and showing no remorse for it. What college major do you think gets made fun of the most? Why? Communication major. Was always telling that people were taking an easy major and didn't know what they wanted to do. Criminal justice. Everyone who takes it thinks that is the way into the CIA, FBI, etc. But those organizations hire out of STEM. They should rename it prison guarding. Face with open eyes and hand over mouth, I mean. Correctional officer, lol. Because that's where they all end up. We had one friend in college who was a humanities major. We all figured she'd either become a college professor or work at McDonald's. My roommate, her future husband, got his MBA. Now, they both work for Wells Fargo and she's way higher up on the managerial scale than he is. Art major. I cannot tell you how many times people majoring in this get shit on so much in TV, movies. It's absolutely hilarious. I honestly started believing it too. The funniest one is in the film 22nd Jump Street and it goes something like this. Schmidt, asterisk, explaining he banged some girl, asterisk, she's smart, beautiful, and she's an art major. Ice Cube's character, she can't be that smart. She's an art major. Turns out it was his own daughter and I absolutely died laughing when he found out. I always see fine arts majors getting roasted. Fine arts is a very difficult field to actually get into. The job market is always insanely saturated. That or they want to be a freelance artist and think their kooky take on modern art is worth millions. Every single year the United States graduates a 1,000-year supply of psychology majors. If you could, what would you name the next planet we discover? Pluto, just so both sides of the debate can win. I'd make an internet poll and go with the winner. Should result in a very logical and intelligent decision that in no subscribe, my brothers.